Hi guys, it is the 1st of December now. Happy 1st of December, even though this comes out on the 2nd of December. I'm just busy, oh my god, my hair, getting ready for the day, and stuff. So the game plan today, I think, is obviously sort out my advent calendars. And I say does because I've got a chocolate one and a book one. Do the washing like normal, and then also like decorate my room for Christmas a bit, which I think just involves a pillow, a blanket, and then swapping like my sign on my shelves over. And I think that's it. Because I don't think I want to put up my big like vase thing that I have. I might put that downstairs, to be honest, this year, because we've got 2 radiator covers in kind of one room because of the arch, but in the dining room and the living room we've both got they've both got a radiator cover, so I could put that on there to make that seem like a little bit more Christmassy and stuff. So I might do that. And if I put it on the dining room one, then I can also like plug it in because it's close to a plug, because I don't always like plug it in my room. So I'm thinking of doing that so that comes out of my bedroom. So I'm thinking, do I get that out now actually and do that today, or do I leave it till the rest of the Christmas decks are up? I'm not sure, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my advent calendar that my mum got me, which is a bit bashed, but take this downstairs I think and do that. I might also open it downstairs as well, but do that. I've got my book one, which is A Heart for Christmas, which looks nice inside. Like the pages are goldish, obviously not here because that's where all the chapters and stuff are, and you've got to like cut the side and stuff. So yeah, it's a one. Open a still chapter every day and discover the next chapter in this story set in a ski resort in the French Alps. Make sure you have a letter opener or a ruler and a hot chocolate by your side. So I'm going to need my ruler, and that's because we don't own a letter opener, so I'm going to need to take my ruler downstairs because I'm going to read this downstairs. Do that. And then I need my other book, which is my Richard Osman one, because I'm gonna, oh it's warm because my phone was on it. I'm going to read some more of that, or try and read some more of it and stuff. So yeah, so I'll try and get some more into this book and get it read. I'm ignoring between actually using a bookmark for this because one, I would kind of know where I'm at because of the sealed kind of chapters. And two, there's also this ribbon, so I might use this ribbon. And then also I'm reading a chapter a day, so I'll kind of know where I'm at with the seals being open and shut. But yeah, there's that. Let me finish packing my bag with my hand cream and my lip balm. I haven't even finished getting ready because of my hair, but you know, just got to start my washing, and then my room is a bit of a mess right now, but I'm thinking I might leave the presents and stuff, wrapping them for tomorrow and stuff. If I just like decorate my room, sort out the washing today, and then I can do all the wrapping tomorrow. So my room's a mess because of that. I'm also going to take down my 5D art, to be honest, because one, this is getting annoying if I want to use my desk for anything, or I'm putting stuff on my desk, or I'm using my computer. This gets in the way more than anything else, more than like the couple of books I've got on there, like a diary and my F1 journal. So instead of doing my scrapbook today, I'm going to do this today and start this today. I generally think this might take me like, how big is it actually? 40 by 70 centimeters. So this might take me like 4-ish days, I want to say, depending on how much I get done each day and stuff. So I feel like that won't be too bad. So I'm gonna at least start that today to get it out of my way and stuff. But yeah, that is like my main goals today, is just to do a bit of reading, a bit of 5D art, washing, and then do my room a bit. I've also got the drying of my bedding to do from yesterday. I might get my other hairband actually, put my hair back into a bun. But yeah, so I got my bedding to sort out and then also bring up and stuff, so I need to do that as well. But yeah, I might watch Stranger Things on the TV, which is ironic since that's the jumper I decided to put on. That was by pure fluke, I didn't mean to do that. But since the 5th season's out, is that the final season? I'm not sure. Because I want to say it's the final season of Stranger Things, but I'm not actually sure. I might just be saying that. But I'm still only on season 2, so I might try and watch some of that today, and go from there. So yeah, I might try and do that. So yeah, so that is what we put on the TV. My 5D art, I'm actually going to have to do it up at the dinner table, because it's not going to fit on one of the coffee tables that we have down, or one of the mini like tables down near the sofa. It's not going to fit, but I guess it doesn't fully need to be on there. It could be like slightly hanging off, I guess. But yeah, so I could always try it down on the sofa and then go from there, I guess. But yeah, anywho, I also need to edit yesterday's video, since we're now getting back into needing to edit and upload every day. So yeah, so fun. But I also just have this on. I've got one of my Hey Shape bodysuits on again today, and then also just a pair of leggings, just to be like comfortable and stuff and chill. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, start the washing, and start getting some stuff done to do today. Okay, so I had to borrow one of my dad's rulers, because I have no clue where my ruler has gone. So borrowing my dad's ruler it is, and plus his ruler is also bigger than mine. This is a 30 centimeter, mine's a 15, so it makes it easier. I also didn't realise that every page was the sealed up thing. I just thought it would be like the cover and the back, last page, but no, it's every single page in the chapter. And that's, which is fun. But yeah, I've just finished reading my first chapter of this book. It's basically about, let me summarise like the back. An 18-year-old April who heads to somewhere in, I can't pronounce the actual place, so where is it? The French Alps. And that to spend Christmas with her dad. And that after having a long illness and stuff, and she's looking for a change and stuff. And then apparently, well, that's where I've got up to in this. And that, since obviously I'm the only first chapter in, so it's literally just doing that short little bit. But the rest of the book is apparently about amongst the snow and festive cheer, she reconnects with her friend's handsome older brother, Augustine. And some romance sparks and stuff. And then I think it's she's not gonna let her life pass her by any longer. And that, but yeah, that is what this book is about. But so far it's literally just her getting to the place, kind of, and stuff. But yeah, that is that book. Also, so far today, I've already had lunch and stuff since it's like 2:12, so I need to check the washing and everything. Oh, it's been raining. I've kind of had like a slow start in doing stuff. I've managed to fill up all 24 of these pots with the beads that I needed. There are some spare packets of beads, but I'm deciding just to leave them out until the pot is empty. And I need them because I don't want to do like multiple labels of the same number. But yeah, doing that. I'm also taking off the old labels, which aren't coming off as easy, but I'm just leaving them like that. But yeah, so I'm also trying to do that as well. But I've somewhat, let me put that down. I've somewhat started in that. Started doing over here. But I decided to do all the blacks because I thought if I just try and do the top part, so do up here, do here, possibly do this big, well, I'm guessing it's a balloon, I'm not sure, and then here at least today, and just follow the black outline of where I've done the blacks, and try and do that. But this one is like a massive Winnie the Pooh and friends and stuff one, like a stained glass window kind of thing. But I'm just going to try and do that small little section. But I'm going to go check the washing in a minute and sort that out. I am around like 4 o'clock-ish, I think, gonna head upstairs and start doing decorating my bedroom. Because I just thought I want to get some stuff done down here first before I then go upstairs and actually start doing stuff upstairs. Well, doing my room isn't going to take me that long, but I'll take my bedding up and possibly the washing if the washing's done, and just decorate for Christmas and take you guys up and do it with you guys and stuff. but at the moment I'm just chilling. And getting some stuff done. And I just dropped the thing. Oh well. But yeah. So going to do it. Sorry about the lighting. I'm literally having to use the, oh there you go, that's slightly a bit better, using like my candle warmer as a light and the hall as a light, since I forgot my phone downstairs, so I can't use my phone to turn on my light, and it's annoying using my actual light switch for my light and stuff, and then it also connecting to my phone is just hard. But my bedding is done, and half the washing, but I've literally just come upstairs to start doing the Christmas decks in my room, and to also track how much of this book I've read. I think it's only like 17 pages. Well, it finishes on page 17, but it starts on page like 5, I think it is. Yeah, the chapter starts on page 5. But that's just to help track where I'm at and stuff. But yeah, so currently doing that. But I've got all the Christmassy decks out. It turns out that there's 2 things that are going downstairs. I've got, this isn't going downstairs, but I've got my sign, my peace, love and joy sign, which looks dirty. I don't know if that's dirt or it's just where the colour is coming off, like here on the joy, or it's possibly because, no, it couldn't have been because this was on top. I have no clue, but yeah, either the colour is slowly coming off or somewhat on here, which is weird, but this just gets changed with my everyone needs a little hook thing, which actually means like cruisy in, what is it, Dutch? Is it Dutch or is it Danish? I can't remember now. But this one literally just replaces that up on my shelf, so I'm gonna do that, and it also covers some of the photos, but this will just go back into my cupboard. This is the glass decor thing that I'm taking downstairs to put downstairs, and then I've also got this sign and stand. This is just a little like paint easel, which I use as a stand for this, which I put in the kitchen. And since it's the 1st of December, hopefully my dad won't moan, and that because it is December. And these will be the first 2 Christmas decks downstairs, but this normally goes near the coffee machine, but there's no space near the coffee machine now since our microwave and coffee machine and soda stream have been swapped, so I'll have to go near the microwave in that now. But there's that, because that goes in the kitchen instead of the hall. For some reason I've always just put it in the kitchen, so that is that. And then there is 2 actual teddies. There's like this like reindeer, which I might put on my like desk, or yeah, I might put him on my desk. And then this one, instead of putting it on my bed, I might put it on like my stool at the end of the bed, with a sloth that I have, because this one's an actual like one where it has like a button here on its paw, I guess, hand. And if you press it, it starts reading. And I don't want to accidentally lean on it one day and it just randomly start talking. So that one I might put at the end of my bed. And then the baby's gingerbread man that I got them last year for Christmas will sit into the baby's cot bed area. And then I've got my pillow that will just sit on my bed. And then I also found a little well, not a little stocking, a stocking, which isn't going to be filled, but I will just hang it up on my doors, I think, my wardrobe doors. I think I'm going to do that, but I will do that with you guys in a minute. I'm just going to put my bedding away, since it all has been washed. I just need to put the duvet and the pillows in this bag, and then I'm going to put the fitted sheet on top, since that's what I've done with my white bedding, which is also in this bag. So then what I might do is then when I go to do my vacuum seal bags of this bedding, these ones are fine and I guess can stay like this, but if I do feel like vacuum sealing these, then they all can go into one. And I put the wrong thing in here. I put the fitted sheet instead of the duvet, which is great. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Which I think the vacuum sealed bags are actually coming tomorrow, so that might be a thing to do tomorrow as well, like do the wrapping of the presents and also like vacuum seal all my blankets and the bedding I have, just so it's all nice and neat and tidy and stuff in my room. Okay, so this can be put up in my cupboard now. But let's get started. Let's start decorating. So what I want to do is, this can just chill on my bed like here or so. This not that one. This one is going down here. This is going on my desk somewhere. Don't know where. I might put that like here, I guess. And then teddy bear goes there. And then this on my cupboard door. I also need to get my blanket out of my wardrobe. So this one could go on here because it won't get in the way. I'm thinking because if it goes on that one, it will get in the way of this cupboard. So do that. Won't really get in the way. Can I put that up in my ish? Oh my god. Where is my here. Christmas blanket. And then I need to fold up this one. I can't wait till this part looks a bit neater. But just fold up this one. Now this isn't the neatest folding. But fold that up. Put my 2 pyjamas in a bag. Back on there. And then that is that done. Then do I want to throw this over the edge again? I guess that makes more sense than trying to lay it long ways at the end of my bed. Especially for now, since I've got bedding on my bed. Because I'm thinking, do I lay it like that way across the whole of my bed and stuff? Maybe not hanging off the edge. But since I've got my pillows there already, I might do this tomorrow and see what I like, which one I prefer, if I prefer it this way, where it goes that way, or do what I normally do, is just cover a corner or so with it, like so, which I'm doing for now. And then these are going downstairs, whereas this is going in my cupboard. But yeah, I also just realised, getting this out, I have two Halloween-y versions of this sign. Like a double trouble boiling bubble or something sign, and then also one about like witches and stuff. Didn't put either of them out around Halloween. Yeah, I realised that. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna take these downstairs, put these in a place, go to the loo, and then I got some washing to fold up, and then also finish my 5D art that I'm on. Well, not finish the whole picture, but finish this section that I'm gonna do and go from there. But yeah, I think I started season 2 of Stranger Things today. I'm now halfway through episode 6, so I'm slowly getting there. I also realised this angle is like slightly wonky. I'm sorry, I've only just realised. But yeah, hi guys, so it's the evening now. I managed to do everything on my to-do list. My hair's got a bit sticking out. I also had to put out the bins today as well, so luckily I remembered to do that. But yeah, I managed to do everything on my to-do list today, apart from reading some of my Richard Osman book, The Man Who Died Twice. I was gonna read some more of it tonight, because my dad didn't feel like actively watching anything on TV, so I continued watching Stranger Things, and I was gonna read my book while doing it, and I didn't. Well, it's not even my book, it's my dad's book, but read the book while doing it, and didn't. So yeah, that's the only thing that I didn't end up doing. I'll show you guys my like 5D art where I got up to tomorrow, because I'm leaving it downstairs and stuff. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I can still be as productive and get a few things done and go from there. I managed to watch up to, I think I'm going to start season 3 episode 4 when I next watch Stranger Things, and that also realised I forgot to watch Strictly today, so need to watch that someone. But I'm gonna get ready for bed and go to bed because it is 11:15 and I am tired, so I'm gonna do that. So I will see you guys tomorrow, when hopefully I can be as productive and actually wrap up some of the Christmas presents to get them out of my room. So hopefully I can do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!